Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. Today my group will present to you about a mini project that we create during the mobile application development subject. My name is Muhammad AZIZI RAZALI. My metric number 13DDT 19F1098. My part is I will run emulator before I explain the code. When run, first you must run the app and show the display of the splash screen. When you run the app, you can see a colorful flower image is rotating with a loading text below it. So this is our splash screen output. Okay, for this code activity in activity splash screen XML is for image view, and it is for text view. Okay, next for when in the Java, first at the top of Java class, set all the end widget that you are going to use in the activity. This is for image view for classes. This code is to hide title bar of this activity screen, and this code is for make this activity full screen. This ID to set for the image view if so the which is image view 1. This is code the reason why the image is rotating clockwise. This is an ID to refer the clockwise .sml in the anim directory, and this is for animation will begin. So this is for process a message. When this code is for what page will appear after the splash page, and this is for how many seconds the splash screen will show before it goes to the next page. For the clockwise, you can see the picture is rotating like this. This is for clockwise, it's rotating. This is good for clockwise. Okay. And we have also add a theme in manifest to make the specimen word. This is for application. This is for activity, and this action. How can it work? Okay, for activity main XML, it is code for button that ID button 1 for the let's go. Like this, when you touch, you can move to the next page. This is for Java. This is for set all the widget that call button, and this is ID for button to set, which is this is for button 1, and this code is for what page will appear after the button have been clicked. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. Today, my group will present to you about a mini project that we create during the mobile application development subject. My name is Muhammad AZIZI RAZALI. My metric number 13DDT 19F1098. My part is I will run emulator before I explain the code. When run, first you must run the app and show the display of the splash screen. When you run the app, you can see a colorful flower image is rotating with a loading text below it. So this is our splash screen output. Okay, for this code activity in activity splash screen XML is for image view, and it is for text view. Okay, next for when in the Java, first at the top of Java class, set all the ended widget that you are going to use in the activity. This is for image view. For classes, this code is to hide title bar of this activity screen, and this code is for make this activity full screen. This is ideal to set for the image view if so the wish is image view 1. This is code the reason why the image is rotating clockwise. This is an idea to refer the clockwise .xml in the anim directory, and this is for animation will begin. So this is for process a message. When this code is for what page will appear after the splash page, and this is for how many seconds the splash screen will show before it goes to the next page. For the clockwise, you can see the picture is rotating like this. This is for clockwise, it's rotating. This is good for clockwise. Okay. And we have also add a theme in manifest to make the specimen word. This is for application. This is for activity, and this action. How can it work? Okay, for activity main XML, it is code for button that ID button 1 for the let's go. Like this, when you touch, you can move to the next page. This is for Java. This is for set all the widget that call button, and this is a div for button to set this is for button 1, and this code is for what page will appear after the button have been clicked.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Nurin ADILA binti YAZID. My metric number is 13DDT19F1049. So I will continue the presentation. So I will start my part with the register page. In emulator, the page will show you like this. User need to input the username and then the password. And the confirmation password. And the user need to click the register button. The feedback we show you that you have a registered. So I will show you the coding in the XML. We use the linear layout, image view, edit text button, and also text view. For the Java, we need to import Android.apps.compat activity. And also we need to import this. So public class register activity extend to apps compat activity, Android widget that has been set it like the declaration, like this. Edit text we use for the username, password, and confirmation password. Button we use for the register, and text view we use for the login. For this, IDS has been set for the edit text view, and the button. Edit text we use for the username, password, and confirmation password. Button we use for the register, text view we use for the login. And then we also use the string for the button for the present the character. We use for the user, password, and also the confirmation password. We have if else is here. If the user already has registered, they can just log in with the username and the password. When the register has successfully, it will lead them to move to the login. As the message register error will appear when the user not registered yet or user type in the wrong information. So the user will have to click the text below login button to register. As the message password is not matching will appear when the user have not registered yet or the user type in the wrong information. So user will have to click the text below to login button to register. We use the toast this. For login page, user need to insert their username. First, I put the wrong username to show you the feedback what we put in this page. We show you login error, and then I put the true one, and then they go to home activity. So the coding for the login, we use the linear layout also, image view, edit text, button, and text view. For the Java, we need import the same thing what I said before that. And also public class login activity extend to app compat activity, Android widget that has been set like a declaration. So the edit text we use for the username and the password, button for the login, text view for the register. And we also use data helper for this page. For this, we use IDS has been set for the edit text view, and the button. This. Okay. So for the button, we use also string class to represent the character. We use string for the user and the password. We also use the if else here. If user already log in, they can just log in with their username and a password. When the login was successfully, it will lead to the home activity. As the message login error will appear when the user have to not register yet or the user another one. For else, the message logging error will appear when the user have not registered yet or user type in the wrong information. So user will have to click on the text below login button to register. So we use those make text like this. So thank you. So for the data helper, we need to import the Android as the annotation navigable like this. And then public class data helper extend to escalate the open helper. And then you need to declare this. So public state final string database name is a register. Public state final string table name is a register user. Public state final string column 1 is ID. Public state final string column 2 is a username. Public state final string column 3 is a password. The user data I.e ID, username, and password is stored into the database using the SQLite. We have implement method here. And then this is function to add user and to call the registration. And also this is a function to check if the user exists or not. Here is to check if the count is greater than 0 or not, if it true, the data was exit.
Okay, now I'll be showing you the database for these. Okay, data helper. Okay, I'm going to show you the database for register users. Okay, now let's go. Okay, as you can see, first you have to run the emulator. I've already run the emulator, so all you have to do is click on Device File Explorer, and then let me redo this. Okay, now, okay, you have to find data and another data inside it, and then find your package name here. Okay, find. Okay, the package name that I've set is com example quiz app my database. Okay, in a database. Okay, click on register DB. Okay, save it as. Okay, I'm gonna save it as documents. Okay, I've already exist. So I will go to the DB helper. Okay, so I've already done it. I've opened a DB browser already. So this is the database. As you can see, you have to go open. Okay, open your database and then find it where you place it. Okay, this is the documents. You place it inside there. So I placed it there. So you can see, here is it, the register one. Okay, that's it for the database. You can see this is the ID here, usernames here. It's otherwise you can go top it. So for the first one we here, and then these are the password that has been registered. And this is it for the database.
You might be wondering why we have putting the animation when we click on the button to go to the next page and page before that. It's because we have implement page translation in the between the activity. So this the implement. So part animation I have to explain to you guys is slide in left, slide in right, slide out left, and slide out right. So yeah. So for the slide in left, we use Android duration, and that duration is which animation is complete is referred to as a duration attribute. It refers to the duration to show that translation on the screen. And also we use the from delta. From delta is referred to change in X coordinate to apply at the start of the animation. And also we use the Android to X delta. Android X delta is referred to change in the coordinate to apply at the end of the animation. We also use the same thing at the slide out left, slide in right, and also slide in right. So the animation, what I said like before this is animation, and then like that. Thank you. That's all for me.
Good day, everyone. My name is YAZID PUSHPALINGAM. My number card metric is 13DDT19F1119. Okay, now I will be continuing the presentation of our mini project. So, as my friend have explained about the login activities, splash screens, and that and all of this, now I'm going to continue with how our our quiz app is going to look, the features more about the quizzes. Okay, so now, okay, before I introduce this, I will be telling a little bit about our quiz. Okay, quiz. So we have created a database quiz which stores its questions in an SQL database. So we have two databases. One is for registering users name, one is for the registrations users, and then another one is to record the questions, everything. Okay. It will count points for correct answers, save a high score, and implement a countdown timer for each question. We will also display the wrong and the correct answer after the user choose their answer, and also or the timer is out of time. Okay, so we also set up a start quiz button, which will create a button which will open our quiz activity. Okay, as you can see, this is our main. So this is our main home activity. So the quiz would be like this. So for the quiz activity, we are an intent. Okay, so now let's begin. Okay, now before I explain to you about the home activity, I will show you the output of it in the emulator. Okay, as you can see, I've already run in the emulator. Okay, so this is it. Okay, now I will tell you about it. Okay, mainly for home activity, we have used in the XML is constraint layout. Okay, so we have text, 1, 2, 3, three text views, one spinner. The spinner doesn't show a lot here in the interface, but we can see it in the emulator. See the easy button, easy spinner, easy. So got medium and hard also. Okay, and then we have three buttons which states start quiz, which will go to the quiz page, share. Later on, my friend will explain about the share page, and then log out. If you click on log out, it will just go. Okay, now I will explain about the home activity Java. Okay, as you can see, okay, this is Publica's home activity. We have declarations. We have made the declaration. This is all the declarations that have to be made. Otherwise, we cannot make it work. Okay. Now these are the IDs. Okay, for the for the declarations we did up there. Okay, now this concept, okay, here is to open an activity, open a new activity. As you can see, if we click, like I said, this logout button here. Okay, so in the home activity Java, it will state how. Okay, so if we click on the logout button, it will go to the main activity page, which is this page. Okay, my friend has already explained to you about it. So back to home activity. Okay, so this is also get share text. This is all an ID. This is all to open the share page in this home activity. As you can see, this button over here, okay, share. So it will open the share activity. Okay, now as you can see here, we have implemented a button start quiz. This is the important part. Okay, you can see there is another code here which states final media player MP is equals to media player dot create this and r dot raw audio. Okay, what is why is it here? Is because we have implemented an audio. Okay, we have saved it under res directory, and we created a new directory called raw, and then we have put in the audio inside it. Okay, so when the user click on the button start quiz, it will play a music, okay, a small audio for 3 seconds, and then it will go to the next page, which is the quiz page. I will show you the output. Okay, as you can see, for example, I click on the start quiz. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear the audio, but later on at the end of this video, we'll have a full demonstration video of an emulator only. Okay, so this is it. That's how it works. Okay, now as you can see, next is, okay, this public void here, we have created a method here, is because this does not do anything. It's just to open the next activity. Okay, so the spinner is only to choose whether the user want for easy, medium, or hard kind of levels. Okay, so we have implemented this. So after the user click on the spinner, which level they want, they pick, and then they have to click the start quiz button, so it will go to the next page. Okay, This is a method to show on activity result. Okay, so you will present the high score in front here. As you can see here, here is high score is 0 on the interface. But when we run the emulator, when user do a quiz, okay, and a user do a quiz, the high score will be 3. So it will show no matter what level they do. Okay, let's say for easy, the user have picked easy, and then they have done 3 questions behind it. I mean, out of the 10 questions, they have got only 3, and then that will be the high score. If in the medium, if they pick medium and also hard, they do, but they only get 0 for that. So the high score will be maintained as 3. Okay, now let's go back to home activity. Okay, this is for this. These methods are all. These 2 methods are for the high score to update. Okay, so it will update every time high score makes every time the score is more than 0 or more than the other levels, so it will update it. Okay. Now this is for an intent. This is an intent to open another page. Okay. Okay, next, now I'll be explaining to you guys about the quiz activity. Okay, now I'll explain about quiz activity XML. Okay, as you can see, this is the design of it. Okay, before I show you anything, I show you the emulator, how the output looks in the emulator. Okay, as you can see, before I told you, right? Okay, when the user click on start quiz button, okay, this is how it will look like the next activity. Okay, as you can see, there's a score here, question, difficulty. Here the timer is starting, is running already, and then the question, and then the options, and then a confirm button. Okay, I'll show you an example how it works. Okay, let's say I click on this first option, and then I click on confirm. The answer is wrong, so it shows answer option 2 is correct. So as you can see, this is option 2, the answer is correct. So this is it. I will explain to you guys about the coding now. Okay. For quiz activity XML, we have used relative layout this time. Okay, for relative layout, we have set all here. Okay, and then a score for text view for score to show the question numbers, and then difficulty level, timer, and then 3 radio buttons. Okay, 3 radio buttons here, and then a text view here, where all the questions will appear here. As you can see, okay, wait. Button here. Okay, submit button. Okay, as you can see, okay, we have only have 1 XML for the quiz. That is because all the questions will be we will set it in the Java. Okay, in the Java here. So this for Java is very important. Quiz activity, question section Java, quiz contract Java, and also QDB helper Java. Okay, back to quiz XML. Okay, now as you can see, this is where the platform where questions. So this use the same XML, but the question changes, the score, everything will change. Okay, now let's go to the quiz activity Java. Okay, now as you can see, this is the longest, this is one of the longest coding in this coding. Okay, now as you can see, this is all the package, and then we have public class quiz activity. Okay, these are the declarations. Okay, until this public long backpress time, it's a declaration, okay, that have to be made. Okay, we have public static final string, we have private static final long, private static final string, and then normal private, and then private long, and then private array list question section, and then private integer, boolean, and also again long. Okay, this is all the declarations. Okay, as you can see, this one here, okay, we have afterwards we have to create methods down there. Okay, so as you can see, this is where we set the timer. As you can see in the activity quiz, there's a timer here, right? I've set 0 for 60 seconds. This is called for 60 seconds. So we have to implement how many seconds we want. Okay, let's say we put 30 seconds here, but we put that, it will be an error. Okay. Okay, so okay, we go scroll down. Okay, this is ID. We have to make ID for every single thing. So this is all our IDs. This is all our IDs to make it come. And then this is for the text color later on. As you can see, you saw on the emulator, right? This is it. Okay, as you can see, this is red color, green color, and then this is red. That is because normally when we answer question, everybody know red means it's wrong, green means it's right. So we have set it like that. So when the user put in the wrong answer, it will show, it will automatically show the correct answer will be in the green color, and then the wrong answer will be on the red color. Okay. Now next, okay, this is for the difficulty one. Okay, difficulty, as you can see in the, okay, I will show you in the emulator itself. Okay, as you can see, the difficulty here, right? It states hard. So whenever the user picks, okay, let's say, whenever the user picks a, where's the home activity? Okay, from the home activity, you can see the spinner that right here, right? Okay, let me show you in the emulator itself. Sorry. Okay, as you can see, okay, let's say the user picks easy and then start quiz. It will appear here. The difficulty will be easy. So it changes every time. Okay, now for the next code, I will go back to the quiz activity. Okay, this is for, okay, we have used if else here. Okay, this is for the question. Okay, now we have used QDB helper here that I will explain later on. Okay, now quiz sections is equals to this, the questions. Okay, remember one thing in this quiz, although we have set question 1 until 30, okay, we have set the questions, but the question will shuffle itself. We make it like a real quiz. Okay, and then as of the questions, okay, so it will, this is for the score. Okay, this is how it will start. Okay, when the user put in a correct answer, okay, correct answer, the score will add up here. Okay, so okay, let's say this is, I put this answer, it's wrong, but it didn't add up. Okay, if I put in 0, the option 2, it would add up and it will change it to 1. Okay, now that's it. So also for the countdown, okay, as you can see, we have merged time also here. Okay, as you can see in the emulator, the time has stopped right now. Okay, okay, I will do the next question right now. I'll show you. Okay, see, the timer has started. Okay, when the user click on the question or start doing the question, you start, and then it's on question number 2. Okay, see, okay, if I put an answer in it, the timer, okay, I put the answer and click on confirm, the timer stops. Okay, automatically it stops and appear the correct answer, the right answer will appear. Okay, that's the trick for this. Okay, now for the next is button confirm next. Okay, here there will be okay, let's say here we've put if else also here, we have used if else. Okay, in this emulator, as you can see, we have implemented 3 radio buttons. Okay, now I'll show you an example how it works. Okay, okay, before I show you the example, in this code, how it works is, okay, let's say the user of this application did not click on any. Okay, the RB button, RB1 is this. Okay, RB1, 2, 3. Okay, so the user, if user did not click on any answer, they automatically go and click on the confirm button. This message will pop up. Please select an answer to give awareness, okay, to give an warning to the user. Okay, so I will show you a demonstration on it. Okay, click on next. Okay, this is the question. Okay, I don't want to click anything. Okay, I just click on confirm. Okay, see, this is the thing will appear. Okay, I show you again. Okay, this is what happens. Okay. Okay, now pick this. See, it's the correct answer for later. So I show you, this is an example. The time I told you the score add ups. Okay, it's here. Okay. Now the next one is to show the next question. Okay, this is all for the text color, will be default. Okay, the next question, the user have to click on the confirm button. Okay, automatically what will happen is, okay, the user, I will show you, if the user already answered the question and then click on confirm, okay, confirm, and then a button finish, okay, a button finish will appear. Okay, so I'll show you in the emulator right now. Okay, as you can see, already put in a question and it's already click on next. Okay, click on next, confirm. So it will go until we go to the question number 10. Okay, question number 10, the finish button will not appear. Okay, let's say we do a demonstration on it. We go until question number 10. Okay, next question, and then this is going to be the last. Okay, so you can see a finish button appears. So if you finish this question and you click on finish, it will go back to the quiz home activity. Okay. Okay, now I will show you another thing. Okay, this method is for the timer countdown. Okay, when the user click on start button, you automatically start, and then this is for the seconds, go on 1 second mode. Okay, count down by 1 second. Okay, and then this is to update the time. And then after if the time, okay, let's say if the time is 0, okay, the time appears to be 0, and it will show automatically the system will show the answer will pop up. Okay, so okay, I will show you this at the end of the video, okay, on the demonstration, how it appears when the timer, the user failed to answer the question during the time. Okay, if the timer hits 0, automatically the answer will come up. Okay, now this is also for the update countdown. Okay, whenever the colors, okay, 60 seconds, we have implemented 60 seconds, and then this method is to show check answer. Okay, check answer and then show a score. So the score will change here. So you see now the score. Okay, we start quiz again. Okay, see the score will appear. Okay, we click an answer, it will change like that. Okay, now this is for show solution. This is what I stated before. The color changes here, as you can see. Okay, now, okay, 1 moment. Okay, as you can see, our RB1 answer option 1, we have already declared here how the answer should show. So, and the emulator, as you can see, okay, the first is answer option 2 is correct. So in the option 2 is the correct answer. So the sentence here will come out, the message here will come out is answer option 2 is correct. Okay, to help the user. Okay, now if else button quiz, and then next, and then question. And next will until the quiz finishes, until the 10 questions finishes, you go to next, and then the end of the quiz will have finish button. Okay, this method is for finish quiz. Okay, as I've said before, this method is for finish quiz. Okay, we click on the results and everything comes out and it's finished, and go to the home activity. Okay, and then this is on back press. Okay, this is where you have to focus, because this is not in our this is not applied in any of our component that we have used, but it has been implemented here. So you can see this back button. Okay, normally when we press it, we have it in our phones. Okay, as you can see, it says if you press the back button, please press back again to finish. So the length here we have set it here is 5 seconds. Okay, it will take time to go in front. So okay, let's say we click this. Okay, see it comes. Okay, you have to click again, so you go in front. In between the 5 seconds, you have to click 2 times. So the first time, okay, I show you again. Okay, so the first time you click, it appears. Okay, in between the 5 seconds you click, okay, it goes out. Okay, that's how it's it. Okay, and then this one is to the timer stops. Okay, when you click on the when the user click on the answers, you see here, user click on the answer and click confirm, the time stops. Okay, if the user fails to, okay, I will show you that if the user failed to click on the answer and click next, okay, in the time limit, it's okay, so consider it's 0, the mark is 0, and then the time stops. Okay, I will show the demonstration how the timer goes when it hits 10, and then how it shows the answer automatically. Okay, this is all to save instance. We have declared up there for this. So we have to in the method here, so everything will come into place. Okay, this is it for activity quiz. Now I will continue with the question section Java. Okay, for this we don't have a XML, as we have only created a Java class. Like just right click on here and then create new Java class and then implement your name here. Okay, as we have created, there's no need to create another one. Okay, so this we have public class question section implements parse label. Okay, these are all the declarations. Okay, first of all, before what is this question section is, we have created this to have this question section Java have information for our questions, options, and answer of our questions. So it's like a bridge between our databases after setting the values by creating constructor. Okay, to create a constructor is just simple. Okay, it's an additional, it's a tips. Okay, you just right click on anywhere. So you can see it's a generate. You see generate here. Click on it, and then you can see constructor, constructor, many things here. Okay, for this we have only used constructor and getter and setter. Okay, So this is a empty constructor. I've added a little bit of messages here, so it will help everyone. So this is an empty constructor, and here it's a this is a constructor for all 5 values that we have set here. Okay, option 1. This is all our values. Okay, so the values also we have for why we have put a string here is because in an alphabetic level, and then int here is because it's a number. Okay, this is protected question section. Okay, constructor normally is made to initialize new object. Okay, getter and setter is to protect. Okay, getter and setter protect data when classes are made. Okay, so like separately, getter means return value, a setter means set its value. So that's what it means. Okay, this method. Okay, so why? Okay, so it's important to know about what is a constructor, getter, and setter, and all. Okay, so this is protected, or we have placed here. This is simply for it's like a bridge to connect with the database. So all the so we have to create this class. So the questions, the options that we place in the database later on, we will connect and go into the database that we created. Okay, so this is an override, public static creator question section, and everything here, array. Okay, now this is the getter and setter for 5 values. Okay, so I've explained what is this. Okay, this method is used to change 5 fields in question class and get values out of the class to display them. Okay, to display them. So lastly, here is public static string. This is to return the new string values. So difficulty, easy, difficulty we have added later on before we. Okay, that's it for question section Java. Now I'll go to the question contract. Okay, this question contract does not do anything. Okay, this is just the smallest code of this application. Okay, it's just a a container. This class as a container for the constants. Okay, as you can see, I've added a bit here. Okay, I'll just put my picture down here a bit. Okay, now, okay, this is a message. Base columns is an interface that provides 2 more constants, which is similar to what we created in quiz contract, but we will only use ID 1. Okay, 1 ID. So this name is the name of our question table, and then the options here contains the constant for our question Java. So it's basically this quiz contract is a container for everything. Okay, that's it for this quiz contract Java. Okay, now I will be explaining to you guys about the most important part of this. Okay, part of this making this quiz at work. Okay, so as you can see, this is a database helper. Okay, we call it as database helper, and normally people knows it as DB helper, but I've named it as QDB helper, which stands for quiz DB helper. Okay, so we have declarations here. Okay, the declaration here is this is the database name, which is quiz.db, and then the version will be 3, and then private we have declared as QD database here. Okay, so this database is like it's an actual database for our quiz. Before this, we just added we just had this quiz activity and everything. So this database helper is the one who will record our questions and everything in a database and store it. Okay, so we have request our database with a cursor. Let me show you below. Okay, with a cursor. Okay, with a cursor with get readable database. Okay, get readable database followed by a raw query. Okay, followed by a raw query that go through each column of our table. Okay, with each column of our table here, and then go through each table with get index. Okay, get column index. Okay, you can see here, get column index will go through. Okay, the table will go through get column index method to get each data. Okay, get each data from our each row. Okay, to get data from each row. Okay, so this data will return in form of an array list. Okay, you can see we have used array list for question sections this here. So to get all the questions, okay, so array list of question object and then use it outside of our SQL opener class. Okay, helper class. Okay. So this is all Okay, now we have seen for the question. Okay, let's say this is the question error list for the question, return question list. And then below here is to get the questions. Okay, question section. Okay, this is public because it can access to out of this SQLite. Okay, we have placed public here to get out of it. Okay, now this is for, we have set for this is for the questions. Okay, to add questions to the table. And then now we have made another additional, which is column difficulty. Okay, column difficulty. So this is for the difficulty. So if the user picks easy or hard, as I said in the quiz XML, you see, home activity. Okay, home activity, there will be a spinner. Okay, it shows. Okay, back to it. Okay, most important part of this is adding questions. Okay, we will fill, okay, the questions. We have to set the questions all in this QDB helper. Okay, we have to make a method to add the questions according to Lee. Okay, so this is the method to add question on top of here. Okay, so we'll see, as we say, we have used add questions also here. So we have this method, we have to use this method in the private void fill question table. As you can see, this is all the questions that is in our quiz XML. Okay, as you can see in the quiz XML here, you can only see the questions and option A and this. So we have to declare everything in this quiz DB helper. So another trick here is when people when user, okay, let's say people want to make a quiz app, how we learned to make this quiz app work was when we at first we just added 10 questions and the below questions all we have added. Okay, we added, and then the first we have tested with the first 10 questions, it appeared in the database. And then later on we tried and then we added another 20 questions below, and then we tried running, it didn't record in the database. That is because you have to change the version of the database. So my version is 3, so I checked 3 times, so it changed. So my final version for this quiz is 3rd. Okay, now as you see, this is this I supposed to tell you in earlier, but I got interested in the below one, sorry. Okay, so this is public, this is for the data, our DB helper to work completely, so we have to check. So you can see this is final string SQL create question table equals to create table. Okay, this is the SQL command. Okay, so SQL commands we have to make. Okay, see drop table if exists. Okay, it's like a precautious. Okay, so question table dot table name. Okay, so the question table ID is an integer primary key auto increment. So okay, so it's a primary key. The ID is a primary key. So next will be column question, column option 1, 2, and 3, and then column answer, and then also column difficulty. Okay, now at the end of it, okay, as you can see below here, we have already stated, I stated earlier, for this is for the question. So everything works, and then it will return the question section list. So all the questions will come out. Okay, that is it from me. Thank you. At the end of the video, we will see the full demonstration of our emulator, how it works on an emulator, and also how it works on a real Android device. Thank you. That's it from me. Okay, now I'm going to show the additional part of this. Okay, QuizDB helper. I forgot to explain to you how the database works, and I forgot to show you how the database works. Okay, so this is a continuous video. Okay, now as you can see, to see the database, whether the questions all have been added or not. Okay, first you have to run the emulator. So as you can see, I've already run the emulator. Okay, now all you have to do is click Device File Explorer. Okay, wait, let me refresh it a bit. Okay, now as you can see data, click on data again, find a data here, and then find your package name. Okay, my package name is .com example, okay, quiz app, and then in that you have to click on database. Okay, so in this you have to click on database quiz DB helper, as my database name is that. So just save as. I've already saved it, so I'm going to show you now the output of the database. Okay, as you can see, okay, this is the database. Okay, as you can see, this is the database. You can see, okay, the ID is here, which is the primary key, and then the question is here. All the 30 questions are here, and then option 1, all the option 1, all the option 2s and all the option 3, and then the answer number, correct answer numbers, so it could identify the question options. And then also the difficulty. So the first 10 questions will be easy, the second 10 questions would be medium, and then the third 10 questions would be hard. So totally we have 30 questions in our segment, in our quiz segment. So that's it from me. Thank you.
Is good for edit text which is to parent. On click is to share after you see this edit text like this. And this is edit text on to lecturer, and this is button for share below the to lecturer, and this button to share website, and this is button home with the you can see this button is for back button. While in the share.java, you can see this for class that we declare like mshare text, mshare text1, and website tag. And for the button we declare home. It's for set ID for the edit text and button. This code is for automatic message which will be there when the button is clicked. This is for code for website. When you open website, you can see the website WhatsApp, and this is to get the home activity. This code is to go back to the home activity.